Three, two, one. We are live. Coming at you straight from the couch. UFC Fight Night Denver. Mike Perry and Korean Zombie versus Yair Rodriguez. I'm Ghostface. You know my family, my son Eli, introducing her debut live. My wife, beautiful, lovely.
Hi, guys.
The mean queen, the mom bomb, big one. You have to get this thing going. Commentary only, as always. Highlights in between rounds, fight finishes, and all the rest of that. Anything else? Nope. Just straight off the cuff.
Let's do this.
And we're going. We have the switch. Perry and Cerrone are about to come out now. Let's get it going. Donald Cerrone making his way into the cage now. And the masks are off because it's on. All right, your mic is live, Eli. So you say, lean into that one. Unfortunately, we did not get a chance to capture Donald Cerrone, Jermaine Durandamy, Raquel Pennington, fight before. Jermaine Durandamy wins by decision. No super surprise there. So to give you some backstory on this one, this is a fun fight. So Mike Perry, that's him right there. That's Donald Cowboy Cerrone, a legend. The guy started out in the WEC, which is like a small organization that eventually got absorbed by the UFC. And he's like known as an action fighter. Who?
He looks like Tyler.
Tyler.
Remember?
From Fight Club?
Yeah, no. He looks like that guy that was fighting in that one show. Those two fighters.
Yeah.
Cody and Tyler.
Oh,
He looks like Cody.
TJ.
Yeah,
you're thinking of Cody Garbrandt.
He looks like Cody.
Yeah, he
with
does.
No tattoos.
Like bigger. Yeah, way bigger.
He has a tattoo on his back.
Yeah, he sure does. So Donald Cerrone, he's this he fights like 6 times a year. Like he fights all the time. That's insane. Most fighters fight maybe 3 times a year at the most, or 4. And he's always in like a hella exciting fight, like plenty of action, getting dropped, comeback victories, submissions, striking. And anyways, he's been in the game a really long time. Never won the title, but he's come really close a couple of times. Mike Perry is this new guy who basically came out of nowhere. I got a fun story about Mike Perry right after his first fight. He's just this character, man. Like he's this real gritty thug dude from Detroit. And he's been making a rise. He's had a couple of setbacks, but for the most part, like he's a very interesting prospect. Action getting started now. Mike Perry taking the center of the cage, pushing Cowboy up against the cage. But anyways, so these guys have had 2 separate careers the entire time, right? And Donald Cerrone has been training out of this legendary camp, Greg Jackson, Mike Winkeljohn, down in New Mexico for a very long time, right? And they've always had this good relationship. Well, he decides that he's going to make his own camp because he likes to hang out. He likes to do all this wild stuff. I think I sent you a link to that story he had of scuba diving, getting caught in that cave. Yeah, that's him. And the life-changing epiphany he had. So he does crazy, like life-threatening stuff all the time, and he just hangs out at his ranch. So he built a camp there, and he started bringing guys from Jackson Winkeljohn over to help him train, get ready for the fights. That's kind of salty territory. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of taking business away from the family, you know? So anyways, Mike Perry has been on fire lately, and he had a couple of setbacks, so he wants to change things up. So he makes a switch. He goes down to New Mexico to start training. So they take him in, and he's training with them, and then they have a falling out with Cowboy over this. Cowboy's like, hey, that's the guy that I might be fighting. Yeah. I don't like it that he's coming in. And they say, well, you don't even train here anyways, man. You're not contributing to the gym. You got your own thing going on out on the ranch, and you're not really caring about us and taking care of us. So we're going to back the guy that we're representing right now. Right. He don't like it. So he separates from the camp. There's this big beef. Mike Perry stays, and voila. we got this beauty of a fight before us.
Wow.
And now our feed is stalled. Donald Cerrone with an underhook. Mike Perry with the overhook in the center of the cage. And it has ceased. I really hope that comes back. All right. Let me check the phone, see if I can reboot it.
Hi, Eli.
In the meantime, you entertain the people.
Okay. Hi, guys. I'll take over for just a little bit.
You got 9 viewers live right now, by the way.
No. You don't want to be on?
I have nothing to do.
Is it past your bedtime? Is it past your bedtime? You want to go to bed? No? Should we talk about the weather while we wait?
Tell them about what it's like surviving in Minnesota.
Oh, Lordy.
Land of eternal winter.
It's really bad right now.
No, it isn't.
You don't think so?
North Carolina is worse.
How do you know?
But no, Alaska is even worse than this whole entire world. It's blooming slow. It just whoosh.
Why don't you tell them about No Alaska?
Where's that at, Eli?
It's on top of the world.
Is it?
Mhm.
Who lives there? We're back on.
Okay. So, Donald Cerrone has top control. He's got Mike Perry on the ground. This is interesting because Mike Perry has even admitted that in training, Donald Cerrone got the best of him on the ground.
Well, damn.
And that seems to be what is going on right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I had that muted. We're back to action. Donald Cerrone's got Mike Perry on the ground. This is interesting to me because Mike Perry's even admitted in training Donald Cerrone got the best of him. But Mike Perry with the sweep, he's got Donald Cerrone on his back.
Damn.
He's got Donald Cerrone on his back. He just slammed him. Donald Cerrone with a tight armbar. Tight armbar. This could be a fight finisher, baby. That is it. Oh my God. Donald Cerrone taps out Mike Perry in the first round with a comeback armbar.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. We will go. Hey, I'll give you the highlights. Donald Cerrone is talking mad shit to the corner right now. He is mad at Jackson Winklejohn. Whoa, he's out of the cage. He is out of the cage right now. Who the hell is this?
I think that's the baby and the wife.
That's the wife. Oh, his baby. Donald Cerrone. Yo, y'all can never count out Donald Cerrone.
God.
Every single time this man is the underdog, he finds a way to come back. Holy
Cowboy
shit.
hat.
He was an underdog in this fight, peoples. Beautiful moment.
Oh, that's
Congratulations,
Aww.
Donald Cerrone. Hell fucking yeah. My God, there's his grandma behind him. As we all know, Donald Cerrone raised by his grandma, very close with her. She's in the cage now. That's his son. Oh my God. I was just talking with my wife right now about that Joe Rogan podcast where he talked about that life threatening here. Oh, hold up. Let me show you the finishing armbar here. So Mike Perry, top control, pounding on Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone with that armbar. Mike Perry with the slam. And no go, Mr. Show. He's out. He gets tapped out. Like, look at that. Mike Perry hanging in there tough. Forced to tap out. That arm is breaking.
Done.
That is going to be sore as hell tomorrow. Woo! I'm so proud of my boy, Donald Cerrone, getting that done. I love Mike Perry as well. I'm going to get back to that funny story about Mike Perry in just a minute. But holy shit, that was amazing. Oh, my God. Thank God for guys like Donald Cerrone out of the world. Mike Perry, very humble in defeat, shakes his hand. And we're on a commercial break, folks.
That was fast.
That was fast.
Long. Oh my God.
Good first round. I apologize for the stream going down. Doesn't look like we missed much, to be honest with you. I think your mic is hot. I don't think we missed much in the meantime because it looked like they were just clinching in the center. A couple of good exchanges. Basically, Donald Cerrone initiated a takedown at some point towards the end of the round. Mike Perry reversed it, got in top, was in Cerrone's guard, pounding on him like hard shots. I thought he was in control, going to win that round. And Donald Cerrone comes with the arm bar tight as hell, fully extended.
Yeah.
Mike Perry forced the tap, had no choice. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
How do you got
Mike Perry, Donald Cerrone going up to Jackson Wink corner, talking a little bit of smack because of the beef that they got going on there, and then brings his baby into the room, into the center of the cage.
Wow.
Grandma comes in there, wife. It was a beautiful moment. That was sick. Hey, keep with us, folks. We're gonna go live for a Korean Zombie versus Yair Rodriguez. That's a killer fight as well. Stay tuned. But man, that was amazing.
Sick. How do you get tight on the bars?
Arm bar, like, so your arm doesn't bend back, right? That hurts, and it's gonna break. So I'll show you how to do an arm bar later. You know how to do a Kimura though. Show them how to do a Kimura. You break the shoulder. Yeah. The fighter's in the house, baby. All right, here comes the decision. Donald Cerrone still holding his son as the decision is being made.
God.
But you have to do this. You have to put your hand here.
Oh, I love it. So proud of him. Thank you, Lambo gang. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the love. Winner by armbar, round one. Donald Cerrone at 446.
Wow.
There were only 14 seconds left in the round. Oh my goodness. Donald Cerrone with his wife. Here we go. Let me turn the volume up. Maybe I can catch this. I don't want to get yanked from YouTube, obviously.
I'm getting all kinds of producers telling me what questions to ask.
Paul Felder, fellow teammate, and the last loss, or he last lost to Mike Perry. So this is an avenged loss for a teammate. Beautiful moment. That was a sick fight. Oh man, Donald Cowboy Cerrone always delivers. Love the guy. Family said Joe Schilling in his corner. What is Joe Schilling doing in there? Does anybody have any information on this? Is Donald Cerrone training with Joe Schilling? I know they have in the past. I've seen the sparring videos, but Joe Schilling is in California. I don't know where Donald Cerrone did his training for this fight, but if it was in California, I'm not aware. That's sick though. Paul Felder.
Remember that last time?
The Gator?
Yeah,
Jacare. He's talking about Jacare Souza with the comeback knockout on Chris Weidman. Jacare the Gator. Hopefully he gets a fight against my boy Israel Adesanya. That's going to be sick. Y'all stay tuned for that one.
Doing the crocodile.
Yeah, his nickname is I don't know what the Brazilian word for crocodile is, but that's like he's known for this move called the Gator roll. Here we go. It's a slam again. Oh man, Mike Perry unable to escape the armbar. Sorry, I didn't get that one.
When does he get tight?
Man, I love me some Donald Cerrone, man.
So do they tie you with their feet on your right here?
No, it doesn't have much to do with your feet, actually. The feet are just there to push the face away, because when your face is away, it's harder to bend your arm. If you can get your head behind it, it's easier to generate momentum. So the legs push the head away, and it's the hips behind the elbow, and then the hands pulling it back, and it hurts really bad, and your arm will break. You remember I got my arm broke?
Yeah.
It was from that same move, armbar. The guy bellied out, really and I thought, so what you do to defend that is you roll your thumb inside so you can bend your elbow. So I did that correctly, but he did a counter, and he pulled my palm the opposite way and then rolled the opposite direction.
Right there.
Yeah, that's how I got my arm broke back almost a year ago, last December. Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's fighting for.
Good for you, Donald.
How does it hurt?
Because your arm's breaking, man. It's bending backwards.
Aww.
There he is.
How's Grandma?
There's Grandma.
Look at her. Oh, she's so happy.
Yeah, she's so happy. This is sick. Well, Donald Cerrone took 2 losses in a row for the first time in his career in a very long time. So he was kind of on skid row. He was an underdog going into this fight.
Wow.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Cowboy won. Ruthless aggression master. Won by armbar first round. Mike Perry on top control. pounding him inside the guard. Donald Cerrone went for the armbar, picked him up, tried to slam him, didn't work.
Can you level me up
Fully
now?
extended. Can we get leveled up?
Wait now.
Right now.
We're live right now. We'll go afterwards. You can play some Fortnite tomorrow. I'm gonna show mommy how to set it up so you can play while I'm at work tomorrow.
You have to spell studios and then 666.
Yeah, he won. Eric won,
So
won.
studios and then 666.
He's the man.
Okay.
Donald Cerrone, he's one of those guys, like, for whatever reason, when it's time to show up, he doesn't. He never got the title fight. Or, I mean, he got the title shot, but he never won the title. But when you count him out, man, that dude finds a way. It's crazy. I love it. Yeah, I love me some Cowboy, too. Big fans in the house right here. We're on a commercial break. But to get back to that Mike Perry story. So, Mike Perry, I don't know how he got this lucky break, but for whatever reason, Mike Perry, and not to say the guy's not skilled. I love Mike Perry too, and he's a fantastic fighter. He's got a promising future from 170, maybe 155 if he decides to drop. But he was actually on the Conor McGregor Diaz 2 pay-per-view on the main card. That was his debut in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. That was his first fight, which is crazy because that was one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. So he had a lot of eyes on him. And he knocked out, I can't remember the cat's name, some dude from Japan, I believe. And anyways, so he went on Ariel Helwani's show the next day. And everyone was like, who is this Mike Perry who's knocking people out in the first round? And he was wearing a vest. You remember that in the press conference, and with like a top hat, like he's dressed like he's from the 1920s, like all classy, but he talks like a thug, you know what I mean? Like he had a really, really weird persona. Anyways, he goes on Ariel Helwani's show, and I'm tuning in because I'm like, I don't know anything about this guy, you know, but it's intriguing to me that you can go from relatively unknown to being on the main card of one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Yeah, go for it. Can you bring me the styrofoam cup over there too? The drink? Yeah. That's the one. Yep. Anyways, so he goes on Ariel Helwani's show, and Ariel is interviewed, and he's like in the car, right? And Ariel's talking to him about the win. He's got this bonus. He won knockout of the night that night. So I think he was bragging about having 50 G's or whatever. So he's got cash in his hand. He's talking about carrying around 20 grand. And he goes, yeah, Ariel, yeah, I'm going to have to cut this interview short because I got an appointment to make.
Did he talk just like that?
Just like that. That's how he talks. Yeah, you got to hear this guy. I got to show you more videos. But anyway, so Ariel's like, oh, where you at? He goes, yeah, I've got a court date, actually. And Ariel's like, oh, really? For what? He goes, burglary.
Oh, my God.
He broke into a house and stole somebody's stuff. And he's just talking about it on the MMA Hour like it's nothing. And Ariel's like, oh, well, okay then. He's like, yeah, so I got to go make this appointment. I got, I'm feeling good. I got 10 G's. I got a band in my pocket right now. I got this money, and I'm about to go settle this court thing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, that was my introduction to Mike Perry after the fact. And since then, obviously, he's delivered some fun fights in loss or defeat. I love fighters like that. You know what I mean? I don't care. It's all about the performance. That's why I miss Pride so much. That warrior mentality. You show up, the L, it is what it is. But if you're entertaining, UFC's always got a home for you. That's for sure. So they're showing the hype trailer here for Korean Zombie versus Yair Rodriguez. So some background on this fight for those of you who are just tuning in, may not be in the know. And do not count this fight out. If you are more excited tuning in just for Donald Cerrone, Mike Perry, and I see a few of you tuned out, stick with us because this one's going to be a banger. Korean Zombie he's one of these weird guys where he was hot for a mad minute. And if you don't know about
right there?
That's him.
Okay.
He's sick. That's Yair Rodriguez. I sent you the highlight video of his kicks and everything. He's sick too. We'll get to him in just a second. Right now, I want to talk about Korean Zombie. So if you guys are uninitiated, so to speak, to Korean Zombie, can you tilt the screen back a little bit so the camera's better? Thank you, babe. This guy's been in the game and he's got some high-level victories. Dustin Poirier, obviously really hot right now. Korean Zombie's actually beaten the guy by submission, I believe. He's got a twister submission. He's been in several fight of the nights. He is an action fighter. But if you don't know anything about the Korean government, they mandate that all males serve military time.
Well, damn.
It's mandated by the government. So he had to serve 2 years in the military, and that took him out of his fighting career. He was in his prime. He was on a winning streak. He was tearing through the division, and then he goes on this 2-year leave. That's a big deal in MMA.
That's a long time.
This sport evolves so quick. If you are not on the cutting edge of the submission techniques, your striking is not on point, you haven't had time to practice, that's a long time. So we weren't sure what he was going to look like when he came back. He comes back, knocks out in the first round in 1 minute and 30 seconds, the top prospect at the time, Dennis Bermudez. And a lot of you might not have caught that because it was on one of the obscure fight cards. But Korean Zombie's no joke. He's an action fighter. This is going to be a good fight. Let's talk about Yair Rodriguez for a minute. Similar situation, my friends. This guy was on the cusp of a title shot, for those of you who do not know. He's got the sickest kicks in the game. This guy is like a whirling tornado of nonstop kicks. He's got spinning jump kick knockouts. He throws kicks from like weird ass angles. The only type of stuff you see in like really high level kickboxing, like these rolling cartwheel kicks, and he pulls it off. He's not one of these guys that just gets tapped out. So he bit off a little more than he could chew. He beat the hell out of a retired comeback BJ Penn. That broke my heart because I'm a big BJ fan. I was live when he fought George St. Pierre in Vegas, and it broke my heart. So that hurt me to watch. But anyways, so he was the hottest thing. He comes in and he's supposed to fight Frankie Edgar. We don't know Frankie Edgar. He's like what 3 or 4 time defending lightweight champ. The dude's a beast, a freaking monster, super wrestler. So we all thought, and I'm one of them. I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed. I thought Yair Rodriguez was going to blast his ass out. Frankie Edgar said, no, not yet. My career's not done. He beat the hell out of Yair Rodriguez, kind of derailing his career in the first round. I believe that was his last fight. I really do. I know he's had a couple fights scheduled. I can't remember if it was injury he pulled out from or if it was something else. But basically, he's been out. So then he had a contract dispute. He was not supposed to be in this fight. He was supposed to be fighting Zabit Magomedov or Magomed Sharapov, whatever. One of that Russian cat who was just tearing through people. That was going to be a sick fight. I'm low-key disappointed that's not happening tonight, but I'm happy that they got Korean Zombie to replace it because this guy is going to deliver. This is going to be a good fight. I'm just keeping you busy while they're dancing around outside the cage. Yair Rodriguez making his way in. But anyways, Yair Rodriguez, I'm really intrigued to see what his mentality is coming back into this because he was a little disheartened. He actually got released from the UFC for like 2 days and said, he was entertaining offers from other organizations, and then somehow they worked it out. And obviously he's in this fight now. Korean Zombie, crazy enough to take this fight on short notice. And they do call him Korean Zombie because the guy doesn't stop coming forward. He's like a zombie with an iron chin. He will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to give you that one finisher. Well, he's that mean, never quitter, gonna hit her. He's a savage. Both these guys are sick. The lights are dimming right now. We're about to announce the fight.
You're not that really savage.
I'll get your Bruce Buffer going on here because I know that's what you guys are really tuning in for.
I'm a harder savage. And
I'll let you know. You're a harder savage? Yeah. I believe you. You are. Keep that mentality. Korean Zombie walking out looking cool as hell. Mm-hmm. Look at him, man. He's
ready to go.
He's got that big dick energy. He doesn't give a fuck. Look at that guy. Chill as hell. You would think he's about to go pick up some ice cream or something. Maybe on his way to the pizzeria.
You saw the video? He was just kicking people's butts.
Yeah.
People's butts.
He's kicking people's butts. You heard it here first.
He has to turn on.
I love Korean Zombie. I've been a longtime fan. He is actually one of the few guys on the lower cards. Dana White actually started wearing his shirt around. He got some merch going. He got some merchandise. Korean Zombie.
Zombie.
This family loves zombies. We are the biggest Walking Dead fans you will ever meet. I think that our youngest son was conceived while watching Walking Dead.
Oh,
quite possibly.
lordy.
Give me that.
And he falls asleep to zombie sounds.
Yeah. And we just got done watching 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later. If y'all haven't watched those for a minute, brush up. Good movies.
Really good.
I forgot about those gems. It's been a while, you know.
That guy's sick.
Korean Zombie, man, he really knows how to
show us the fight.
He really knows how to rock.
That guy, he
Reebok
knows how to
gym.
box.
I'm not a big Reebok fan. You don't dig Reebok. Reebok's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. They're getting better though. I hated that whole Reebok sponsorship thing. I really did. I really liked it when the fighters could have some flair when they're walking out of the cage, kind of have their own style. I don't miss all the weird sponsors tagged onto the shorts. So it was kind of weird to see Condom Depot on a man's ass as he's like beating the hell out of somebody. I don't miss that. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't know how I feel about Reebok. If it was like Nike or Adidas, yeah, I'd be all over Adidas. But yeah, Adidas is sick. Reebok,
Nike's better.
You think so?
Oh, we got another.
Yeah,
Oh, no, we're good. Sorry, stream froze up for a minute there. Sorry, folks. And you're not missing much. They're just putting Vaseline on Korean Zombie's face. It looks like he needs some Proactive or something. He's got a little bit of an acne issue, correct?
Just on one side.
Just on one
Not
side.
too bad.
Maybe he's sleeping on that side on like
Yeah.
a dirty mattress.
Right.
And it's affecting his skin. That's okay though. We'll still let it go. As long as it doesn't affect his fighting ability. Man, he looks chill as hell.
He's so calm.
I love this dude.
So
man.
calm.
He could be doing anything right now. He reminds me of Fedor. For those of you longtime MMA fans, Fedor Emelianenko known for keeping that cool confidence all the way to the cage. I'm going to show you the fight.
Why do you bend
I will
down?
spin the camera around. I can't show you the full fight because I'm going to get yanked from YouTube. I learned my lesson the hard way on that. But I will show you the fight, the end of round highlights, and
Now he's
the
getting hyper.
fight finish
Yep.
highlights, should they happen.
He's getting excited now.
So Korean Zombie marching around the cage, doing these weird little soccer kick things. Looking more like a lacrosse player than a MMA fighter right now. Professional cage fighter. Yeah, Rodriguez only 26, folks. Holy, does this dude have a future or what? And think about this.
He's only 26?
He's only 26. And I believe he made his MMA or his UFC debut when he was like 22 or 20. He was really young.
Wow.
Taekwondo background. I'll give you that Bruce Buffer. Cue up the volume here.
Three judges scoring this contest.
Three judges scoring the contest now.
Solly Amato, Derek Cleary, and Mark Van Tine. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Kevin McDonald.
You're gonna put the octagon down?
And now, for
They're gonna
those
put
in
the-
attendance,
are they gonna put the
and
octagon down?
fans watching
Are they gonna put the
around
octagon
the
down?
world, this
They're gonna
is the
start
moment
throwing
you've
hands
all
in the
been
octagon now.
waiting
I wonder if they're
for.
gonna put the octagon.
Live from the Pepsi Center.
Just FYI, for those of you not in the know, YouTube will start sending me little notifications saying that my stream is showing too much content. So that's why if I spin the camera around for a brief second, that's why. I can't show too much. Otherwise I get pulled.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
Fighting out of the blue corner. We got Yair Rodriguez in the house.
26.
26. 5'11" at 145 pounds. Y'all know how insane that is? That dude's got to cut hella weight. He is tall as hell. He's 145. Ooh, a lot of family in the house for Yair Rodriguez. Mexican pride. We got Korean Zombie, as always, looking chill as a cucumber, chill as a panda bear.
He's so calm.
So calm. Let's see what he does when Bruce Buffer. Zombie!
How many damage does this guy take? How
That's
many
an
damage?
awesome name. I
He takes
love
a
it.
lot of
What's his
damage,
name again?
and he will not stop. Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Young. dog. All right. We're about to touch gloves. Stay tuned for fight finishing highlights, in the round highlights. I will not let you down, loyal followers. All right, touching gloves, headed back to the corners. Action is on. Hey, what the? Oh, I gotta turn the volume down. I'm gonna get pulled.
You get pulled over?
Sorry, folks. No, I get pulled down from YouTube. I might get pulled over too because the neighbors, they've been calling the cops for noise. Bullshit. All right, they touch gloves. Very classy. All right, we got Korean Zombie taking the center of the cage, doing a lot of feints.
Oh,
Yair Rodriguez with a
almost went
nasty
down.
leg kick, almost drops Chan Sung Young.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yair Rodriguez looking to be the aggressor.
Kick higher. Come on. Kick higher.
You want those leg kicks. They're nasty. That affects your cardio, affects your ability to generate power.
I mean kicking the ribs.
Oh, I got you. I misunderstood. All right.
Okay.
Chan Sung Young with a good combination. Looks like he doubled up on a, no. He threw off his backhand. So he's in an orthodox position. He threw a double right and then a left hook. That's very interesting. As opposed to throwing the jabs off. Ooh! Chan Sung Young backing Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez with a smirk as he gets backed up against the cage.
You like the guy?
Korean Zombie landing. It's tough. I like them both, but
I'm going for that young one.
You are?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going for Korean Zombie.
Yeah, me too.
Yair Rodriguez with another nasty leg kick. I have a feeling that your guy's gonna win.
He's gonna win.
If I had to put money on it, I would go Yair.
We're gonna win.
Yair with a good push off. He's looking confident. He's got this little
This
swagger
guy
thing
got a
going.
tornado kick.
Yeah.
He's still going down.
He's got like tsunami kicks, like Miami Hurricane kicks.
See how he's doing
Chan Sung Young beating him up in the clinch here. He's doing that dirty boxing Randy Couture style. He's got him clinched up behind the head, feeding him some uppercuts.
He didn't take damage though.
You're right. Yair Rodriguez is doing a really good job, not taking damage. He's covering up well.
Mm-hmm.
Korean Zombie landing good combinations, but not really inflicting a lot of damage. Let's see, we got a Korean viewer here. Shout out to Korea.
I don't think he wants to hurt that little guy.
Love me some Korean Zombie, longtime fan. I love Yair too, though. These fights are so hard, man. It pulls at my heartstrings. I love them both.
Come on, do something.
Ooh, Yair Rodriguez with a really interesting question mark kick with the heel. I don't think I've seen that before. Yair really attacking the lead leg of Chan Sung Young early. Korean Zombie in full octagon control, though. He is taking the center of this cage and not giving it up the entire round. A lot of feints, a lot of faking out. There we go. Korean Zombie pushing forward. Another good combination lands. Not a lot of damage. A good push kick. Yair Rodriguez looks a little bit confused about how to initiate his attack.
The little guy, he looks like he's older, but the little guy, he's older.
Do you see how fast he moves, though?
Yair is lightning quick.
Look at that.
Chan Sung Young with another good combination. He's throwing these really deep hooks. It's really interesting too because he's setting up his combinations off the backhand. He's standing orthodox, but he's throwing off the right instead of leading in with the jab and then finishing with a hook with the lead hand.
So, bam.
I wonder if that's because Yair Rodriguez is southpaw. He switches stances a lot. Nope, he's back in orthodox. Both men fighting in orthodox position.
He looks tired.
Chan Sung Young getting Yair Rodriguez up against the fence.
Look at him! Wow.
Kind of beating him up a little bit alongside the cage.
Don't take damage.
They are doing a good job of getting out.
He's doing a great job.
He just looks a little bit
Take him down.
perplexed about how to initiate an effective offense here. He's throwing I think he needs to go back to throwing that leg kick. Like attacking that lead leg was really working for him. Whereas these unpredictable.
I think he's getting tired though.
Yeah, he looks like he's expending a lot of energy early. He's a very tentative man. He just ate a vicious jab. Yair Rodriguez did. All right, 30 seconds left in the round. Stay tuned. I'll show you the end of round highlights, provided it doesn't go to a commercial break.
23, 22, 21.
Ooh, Korean Zombie coming over the
Get ready
top
to be done.
with a left hook and landing hard.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Getting a little bit static on the mic.
6.
Yair Rodriguez shooting for a takedown. Very interesting.
4,
But not
3,
getting it.
2.
Korean Zombie's
1,
got him on the
0.
mat in top control. The ref ends it.
Oh.
Got to give that round. Crap! It went to commercial break. Sorry, folks.
Did you see that?
I'll show you the
It was
highlights.
not close.
We might show them when we get back.
It's fast.
I got to give the first round to Korean Zombie. I felt like octagon control was his. He was
How old
landing
are
more
you?
combinations,
How old are you?
but there wasn't a really effective offense by either opponent. Just based on activity and octagon control, I'll give it to Zombie. I think that's the way the judges are going to go. Here's the highlights. First round.
How old are
Yair
you?
Rodriguez with a really effective leg kick, though. It's always interesting. Joe Rogan, gets a lot of crap for overemphasizing the leg kick, but judges don't really care about that. Is what we've seen in MMA. So I don't know. Rodriguez with some good counters. Listen, I think the round highlights are always so misleading. All right, second round is about to start here. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a 5-rounder. 25, tap of gloves, and we're back into the action, folks.
Go time.
Yair Rodriguez with a vicious straight right that lands.
He's like a ninja.
I like that. He's throwing that oblique kick that John Jones likes, the one that hits right above the knee and has the possibility of hyperextension.
See, he ducked that.
He just threw an axe kick that landed.
No,
Korean
he ducked
Zombie.
it. He ducked it.
A good dodge by Yair Rodriguez. Spinning back kick lands. Yair Rodriguez really finding his rhythm this round. He looks like a different guy. He looks a little more confident. There you go. Korean Zombie pushing forward in that typical zombie mentality. Goes for the takedown, does not get it. Nope. He's got double underhooks against the fence, though. This is interesting. Yair Rodriguez just kind of throwing hammer fists to the kidneys. Korean Zombie looking to drag Yair to the ground.
He's not going.
This is significant because I do believe that Korean Zombie has a significant edge on the ground based on what we've seen inside the cage. Yair Rodriguez has an underhook now. He is switch position. He now has Korean Zombie up against the fence, and he's pushing forward. Randy Couture, grind style. For those of you who have not experienced that in person, that is exhausting. It doesn't look like much. It looks like they're just kind of resting on each other.
It looks tiring.
Referee separating them, sending back. Oh, it's a low. Is it a low blow? Did he knee him in? Oh, he knee Korean Zombie in the balls.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Yeah.
You see that?
Oh, landed. Here you go, folks. Let's see if they'll re-show that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. That kind of looked like it landed right in.
You should look at his face. It looked like it actually hurt.
Well, anyways, they're calling it a low blow.
It actually hurt.
Whether it was or not.
How come he doesn't quit then?
You don't quit when you're a professional fighter.
Would you quit?
No, never quit.
He's tired.
All right, folks. Action resuming. Yair Rodriguez apologetic for the accidental low blow. Ooh, Korean Zombie looks pissed.
He's mad.
I would be too. He's throwing body kicks. He hasn't done that yet. Korean Zombie with a flashy spinning back kick to the head. Korean Zombie's got an edge now. He's pushing forward. Yair Rodriguez not having it. He said, nope.
Not today.
This is my round. I got to take this. Oh, vicious head kick lands for Yair Rodriguez. Chan Sung Young shaking it off because he's a zombie. He don't give a damn. He said, what? I'm coming at you, bro. Oh, vicious jab for Korean Zombie landing right on Rodriguez. Man, these guys got some chins. Yair Rodriguez with some push kicks, taking control of the center of the cage.
He's getting mad. He's actually
Throwing that
using his powers
low
now.
oblique kick. He's powering up. He's going Super Saiyan. Ooh. Left hook misses for Korean Zombie. Spinning back elbow lands for Yair Rodriguez, but Korean Zombie shaking it off like he just ate a Tic Tac. No, I don't give a damn. Hit me with your best. I'm going to keep coming at you. Typical zombie fashion. This live stream brought to you by Mountain Dew.
This guy looks like a killer.
Proud family sponsors of Mountain Dew here.
This zombie looks like a killer.
He is a killer. All right. I'll give you guys a glimpse of what's going on here so you don't get bored.
Ooh, he got fast.
All right. We're back in the center of the cage. Woo! Korean Zombie.
Do a tornado kick. Do a tornado kick.
Flashy combination moving forward. Yair Rodriguez not putting out as much volume as usual. You guys remember that fight he had with Alex Karalexis where it was like non-stop kicking for 25 minutes straight? This is not the same Yair. And I'm a little bit glad, but I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit glad because he learned something from that one. That wasn't effective. It was interesting, but it wasn't entertaining because it wasn't effective. He looks a little more effective now, but I wish he would kind of push the pace a little bit more like he did in that fight. Not much action going on.
This guy is like a Mozilla. He's like Godzilla. But he's actually Mozilla. So who wins? Mozilla or Godzilla versus each other? Who wins?
I don't know who Mozilla is.
You don't know Mozilla?
I think Mozilla is like a phone company, right? I think they would. I think they would beat Godzilla. I think they would have enough money to hire the military to like drop a nuclear bomb. But then again, that probably wouldn't affect Godzilla anyways.
Whoa.
Yair Rodriguez with a really nasty head kick. Lands on Korean Zombie with a Muay Thai clinch. That is my jam.
Why is he trying to guard his stomach?
He's going for the double underhooks. Oh, Yair Rodriguez attempts an Uchimata judo throw, but does not land it. Korean Zombie, very aggressive at the end of this round. I wonder how that's going to look in the judges' eyes. Here you go, folks. End of round. We will give you some end of round highlights as well if it does not go to commercial break. Interesting to note, both opponents looking a little gassed out, and it's only the second round, and they honestly haven't been putting out that much volume. Just some really aggressive combinations when they do. A lot of power behind it. I wonder if that's the reason why. Obviously, both men always come in shape. Here we got Korean Zombie, his corner, giving him advice. You know, the Korean MMA scene is very interesting to me because they produce a lot of talent, but we don't really have an idea who the hell is over there coach-wise. At least I don't. If anybody can provide any information about what kind of or who's a popular camp out of Korea, that would be really intriguing to me personally. I know who was Stun Gun? Dong Hyun Kim was a big deal for a hot minute. Obviously, Korea produces a lot of Taekwondo talent in the Olympics. I wonder how many of those guys get involved in crossover in MMA. Our boy Ben Henderson is half Korean, half African American.
Back at it again.
That's a China face. That's a China face.
But he trains out of Arizona, so
he's from
kind of
China.
irrelevant to bring that up. Yeah. But I wonder what the MMA scene is like over there.
Zombie Killer is from China.
No, he's not. He's from Korea.
But that's a China face.
No, it's a Korean face.
China.
Yair Rodriguez.
Oh, he is not playing.
He is really putting the sauce on in this round. I kind of wonder if he's pacing himself because it is 25 minutes. He looks way more aggressive. Maybe he's been reserving that energy.
Yeah, I think he was saving
later
it for
in the
fight.
End. The Korean Zombie bleeding from the lip right now. Ooh! Yair Rodriguez was one of those flashy kicks we love him for. He just like put his hand on the mat and threw like a double kick with his legs.
I'm telling you, he was
spinning.
saving all
That's
that
going to
energy
look good on the highlights. Oh, the Denver altitude. Good point. Good point. I didn't think about that. Eric 111. Yeah, so they're fighting at altitude because they're in Denver, so the oxygen is going to be a lot thinner. That's definitely going to affect the cardio. That is the reason why they don't put heavyweight fights on. That is a real fact in Denver anymore, because Ben Rothwell and I can't remember who the cat was that he was fighting. They put on the worst fight of all time in Denver, Colorado, and the UFC said, no more of that. Game over. Who did anybody? Somebody look that up real quick if you can. Who did Ben Rothwell fight in Denver, Colorado? And that was the last time they put on heavyweight fights.
Let's go to the USA. Oh, in the USA.
Good point. Good comment. Yeah, it really does show. You are absolutely correct about that. Week 11-11. Not much action happening this round either. It's kind of unfortunate.
Tired.
Yeah. The altitude. Well, you know, interesting fact, like one of the heavyweight kingpins of all time, Cain Velasquez, he was on a tear, just ripping through everybody. And the way he lost his belt, he went and fought in Mexico City, which is the highest altitude they've ever put a fight on at. And he didn't do any altitude training for it. And he gassed out like in the first round. And the guy who beat him actually went down there a month and a half before and acclimated himself to it and just beat this dude's ass like he was nothing. And the guy was being hailed as one of the pound for pound best fighters of all time.
Wow.
Hey Zach, what is this called? Whenever you're boxing and then you lay down, and then put that both of your feet like that.
It's called a foul. And it's super illegal and will definitely get you disqualified from the fight real quick. But it would be cool to see. I feel you.
How come they don't let that happen?
Boxing's only hands, bro. You know that. You box. Only hands.
Then why did they kick?
Because this is MMA. Anything goes. No holds barred. But not really.
In kicking boxing, you can
We know
do
there's
that.
a lot
In
of
kicking
bullshit
boxing, you can do that.
barred in MMA.
In kicking boxing,
12 to 6 elbows.
In kicking boxing,
Not legal. What the hell is that about? So you can just blast somebody from like a 70-degree angle, but 90-degree, where you can't even really generate that much power. If you try,
He looks like a zombie now. Look at him.
This Korean zombie. His
Looking
face
like
is
a zombie.
small, looking like a zombie, getting a takedown.
He's bad.
Nope, Yair Rodriguez not having
He's not
good
going.
counters, but Yair Rodriguez
He's tired.
staying vicious as hell,
He is not
hanging in the fight. I like it. Throwing some whipping right hands into Korean Zombie. This hasn't been a very eventful round, but I got to give it to Yair. I think this is kind of the turning of the tide. Ooh, Korean Zombie with a really cool lead left hook, kind of Roy Jones Jr. style. Y'all remember Roy Jones Jr. never fought orthodox. He never set anything up with a jab like you're supposed to. He would leap in with these left hooks, and then he would finish you with that piston of a right hand. Kind of what Korean Zombie did, minus the finish in the right hand. But the left hook setup, very reminiscent.
Oh!
Yeah, Derek Lewis in Colorado, not going to happen.
16,
Ever.
15, 14, 13,
I love Derek Lewis, though.
10,
If y'all didn't see the last live stream we did
7, 6,
on him versus Daniel Cormier, you got to check it out.
4, 3,
End of the round 2, coming up. Ooh,
1,
lots of combinations.
0.
Looks like they're reserving that energy for the end of the round with all this altitude.
Are they going to fight one more time?
They got 2 more rounds to go, my friend. They got 2 more to go.
Why is he
Let's see if they're going to
holding
show some highlights at the end of this round.
And after that, it's the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the last fight?
This is the last fight. All right, here we go. There's some cool stuff. I hope they show it in the
This
highlights
is the
as
last
well.
fight?
Yair Rodriguez throwing some real nasty like spin kicks
I don't know if you took my
and
spot.
whatnot.
Like,
Here we go. Chan Sung Young with that straight right. Yair Rodriguez looking really winded. I'm a little bit concerned about the cardio for both of these men in this 25-minute fight. Round 4 coming at you right now. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Touch of the gloves in the center of the cage.
This is it. Mm-hmm.
Korean Zombie taking control of the center very early. Oh, feeds him a nasty uppercut right through the guard. Yair Rodriguez shaking it off like a champ. He's mouth breathing now, which concerns me a little bit. The altitude really getting to these guys' cardio. I have no doubt that both men train their asses off for this fight, are in top shape. But you can only do so much, man. And the altitude is a factor.
What?
Unless you do your whole entire camp there, I just feel like you're going to be unprepared for that kind of cardio.
This is my boy.
This is my boy. My man. My man's, and then
This is my pillow.
our poor baby son. We just throw him in the crib. It's bedtime, bro.
This is my
We're
pillow.
gonna chill.
Please stop.
Yair Rodriguez bleeding. I can't tell if it's from his nose or from his mouth, but lots of blood.
I think it's from everywhere.
Yeah, he's taking a little more damage. Oh, nice spinning back fist by him. Lands Korean Zombie.
He's done.
Korean Zombie, you can land everything on that guy, and he will still keep coming at you. You can hit him with everything in the kitchen sink, and he doesn't care. He does not care. Korean Zombie looks like he's got an edge in cardio. Gets pushed to the ground, gets back up to his feet, and lands a nasty counter left hook. Sorry, as Yair Rodriguez is moving it. Yair Rodriguez breathing very heavy now, folks. I'm going to give you a glimpse of this just because I want you to see it. YouTube be damned. I want you to.
You should go like that, okay?
Bleeding from the mouth very heavily. Oh,
That was a nice kick.
good attempts. But the only complaint I really have about Yair Rodriguez and his awesome taekwondo-ness is he doesn't set it up very well. I wish he would kind of like use the hands. I was always taught if you start a combination with the hands, finish with a kick. If you start with a kick, finish with the hands. And far be it from me, I'm not coaching the guy. Obviously, he's, way more credible than me. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like a lot of that cool, flashy stuff has the potential to land. And he's shown it before. I mean, he has like jumping switch kick knockouts. I mean, he's very effective with it. But I feel like if he would put a little more effort into setting it up. Oh man, he got cracked. Korean Zombie rocks Yair Rodriguez with the straight right. Yair Rodriguez saying something to the referee. What is he saying? What is going on? Did he lose his mouthpiece? Did his mouthpiece fall out?
No, I did not.
He's saying something to the referee. I don't know what, but he got cracked hard and rocked. He stumbled to the back of the cage. Korean Zombie pushing forward. What is he saying to the referee? He just did it again. What is he talking about? He looks tired as hell, and he keeps cup checking, but he didn't sustain a low blow.
He did not.
This is very weird. I don't know.
He's not being done yet.
Man, Yair Rodriguez, I'm really concerned for his cardio right now. He's taking way more damage. Korean Zombie looks in the zone. He is focused. He's smiling at Yair Rodriguez. That's interesting. I've never seen that from him before.
15, 14, 13.
Korean Zombie
12,
pushing forward.
11,
hard
10,
hands
9,
landing
8,
for Korean
7,
Zombie here.
6, 5,
There's
4,
still a minute left in the
3,
round, though, bro.
2, 1, 0.
We got 1 minute left in the round. We will show you in-round highlights. Korean Zombie really taking over this round. I thought Yair won the third round. Oh, his face is a bloody mess. Oh, goodness. Korean Zombie, he's leaping in with that left hook and really finding a home for it. I think Yair Rodriguez
came back this round.
He did, yeah. He's taking over. I think it's a cardio thing, don't you?
Yeah.
His output is non-existent. He's basically just covering up. Oh! He just did a really cool leg takedown. It was like an Imanari roll, except instead of taking the guy down, hooking the heel with his hands. He did it with his legs. It was really cool, and it actually worked. He got
That
Korean
was
Zombie
really,
down.
really good.
But Korean Zombie said, yeah, that was sweet, but I'm gonna beat your ass anyways. Got back up to his feet. It was really cool though.
That was a good one.
I'll show you on the in round highlights. Here we go. That was pretty dope. Yeah. Moral of the story though. Cardio.
Ghostface looked like
If
he
you're gonna
got
fight at
beat up
altitude,
than
you better get out
he
there
ever did.
real quick.
He looks like he got beat up than he ever
I don't
did
get
before.
pulled. I don't want my video to get pulled
He's
either.
bleeding
So I'm gonna
out
switch
in
this
his
back to
nose.
us. It's bleeding everywhere. It's crazy too because it was Zombie was the busted up one going into this round.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I want that cool ass takedown to be shown. Yeah, I see. I agree with you. Kicking takes way more energy than punching. Like I'll never forget. I had a roommate back in college. I was training Muay Thai at the time. I wasn't competing yet, but I was really into the leg kicks. And I talked my roommate, who knows nothing about fighting, and I was a complete asshole for doing this. So I talked him into sparring me. And we went full contact with 16-ounce gloves, and I just leg kicked the shit out of him. But I got so damn tired after the first round. I was like, and he gave me the worst bloody nose of my life. He may have broken my nose the very next round. And that was my lesson. I was like, damn, because I had no energy and I wasn't even focusing on hands. I was just working on that leg kick, but it gasses you out so quick. Final round, 5 minutes. Korean Zombie really putting the pressure on Yair. I think he senses the cardio deficit. Yair tough, hanging in there though. Yair is doing a lot of feints, and unfortunately, what that tells me, if you're fainting a lot deep into
this zombie boy,
the last round, you're kind of bluffing. It's like kind of the equivalent of poker when you don't have a good hand.
All the rounds he didn't do good.
But your stack is running low. You're down to your last $50, and you gotta bluff your way into a hand. To me, that's kind of what's going on right now. Korean Zombie shows you he knows he's got this fight in the bag. I would like to see him pour the pressure on, but if I'm looking at it intelligently, I can't fault the guy for playing the game right now because he's ahead. He is. It's just a fact. If he keeps it low risk right now, he's definitely going to take away the decision. Here really got to get something going, but I just don't think he has the energy to.
You don't think so?
I don't. I think his cardio was shot. Obviously, if he has the opportunity to throw a really good counter, but Korean Zombie, probably not going to let that happen. I think he's pretty secure that he's got this in the bag. When did the UFC change the logo on the gloves? I've noticed that the last pay-per-view. I don't know if they did that before that, but it's really weird. Is it a 25 on the back of the glove? Did they change brands or something? Because they used to just say UFC on the back of the gloves. It looks like a new design too. I kind of dig it. It looks like it's more curved. Maybe that's to prevent eye pokes. Yair Rodriguez with a takedown attempt, unsuccessful. Eats a vicious left hook by Korean Zombie on the exit. They're just kind of facing each other off in the center of the cage now, man. I don't think either guy has much left in the tank, to be honest with you. But they're looking real cool right now, man. like two zombies just went to war. Like they're blood everywhere. Yair Rodriguez with a weird high five, and they're kind of like motioning the crowd. But this is weird. They're just standing in the cage, high-fiving each other, not doing anything. That's a new one on me. Good whipping leg kick by Yair Rodriguez. Korean Zombie with a counter left hook. Yeah, I'm really getting the idea that both men are just kind of shot on cardio, the altitude taking a really big effect. They're bloodied up. They're definitely going to war. Neither man has any kind of give up in them. But I think this fight's pretty much determined. Unless something crazy happens in the next 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, I think Chan Sung Young is going to walk away with the victory. But he has been robbed in the past. We all remember him versus Leonard Garcia. God bless Leonard Garcia. Anybody who hates on that guy, I love him. I understand he gets the robbery decisions.
Zombie boy needs to go.
Listen, he's just
almost
does
done.
what he does.
He's
man.
out.
He's just a gunslinger.
Exactly.
Korean Zombie landing a hard combination.
Korean Zombie.
Starting with a straight right, finishing with a left hook. That left hook really effective for Korean Zombie in this fight.
The last minute.
Yair Rodriguez with a body kick. We got 1 minute left to go.
I'll count
50 seconds.
As the master entertainer, my son Eli, has pointed out.
I know maybe we can do boxing skills.
We'll work on skills tomorrow. It is pretty late. I'm going to work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work.
We got to wait all night.
Oh, Korean Zombie, the nasty combination. Oh, man. Korean Zombie just landing at will at the end of this round. Okay, so we got 15 seconds to go. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you guys. They're doing that weird hand raise thing again, which is basically just saying, I don't have enough energy to throw punches, but I'm going to pretend like, I'm getting the crowd behind me. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? What? Yair Rodriguez! What the hell? With 10 seconds left in the round, just dropped Korean Zombie's ass. Just knocked him out stone cold.
God.
What? All right, check this out, folks. This is surreal. Yair Rodriguez gets the victory. He was behind.
He put him to sleep.
He was behind.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go, folks. I'm going to catch this. Oh, look at his face. He is so effed up. I can't believe that just happened.
Oh my.
Oh, that goes to show you, folks, never count a guy out.
Wow.
You are right, babe.
Wow.
Here we go. Move on the fight. Look at this vicious counter he lands. Finish the fight. Oh, caught him coming in with the left hook. Left overhand. No, it's an elbow. Holy shit, an upward elbow. Takes out Korean Zombie. What the hell is that?
He went to sleep.
He is gonzo, folks.
Oh
He could not
my
even stand up for
God.
the end of the round. Holy. Yeah, he's asleep on the canvas. That was unreal. That is one of the craziest things. I've been watching MMA since 2004. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in a fight. Holy Wallapalooza.
Wow.
Right when I turned the camera, too.
Wow.
What in the actual fuck was that? Damn, good thing we stayed tuned for the whole fight. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Just dropped like
What? Look at the Fox panel. Look at Rashad. Look at Jimmy's face. Karen Bryant, the only one talking right now. That is one of the most unreal things I have ever seen in my life. I've been following MMA for years. I was just talking, for those of you just tuning in, I was just talking about how Korean Zombie was up, playing at low risk, was going to win the fight, and then Yair Rodriguez catches him with a spinning, like an upward elbow as he's walking in. All right, we got a commercial break.
That was beautiful.
That was amazing.
That was so
Oh, Yair. He is the man.
That was amazing.
What? That was cool, man. I love it.
Wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yair still on the ground. Did he injure his leg? Is he holding that monster energy drink? Oh, what a G. Oh man, I didn't catch that in time for y'all viewers to see. Hey, if you like what you see, and please push the like button. Please subscribe. I'm gonna keep more of these coming on the channel. That was dope. Yair Rodriguez holding a Monster energy drink in his hand as he's collapsed on the canvas. Got a rep for the sponsors, I guess. Putting on one hell of a performance. For those of you tuning in, we will show the highlights when they show them again. They're about to make the official fight announcement. Yair Rodriguez needs help getting to his feet.
He's done.
He is so exhausted. That is the craziest warrior fighter I've ever seen. Holy, you have all got his. Oh man, he's out of energy, and he fakes the sip of the Monster energy drink, and then he goes and just stands up. That was hilarious. Good promo for Monster. That's a double win for them. So happy for Yair Rodriguez. I want to see this fight more than ever now. That was a win for him taking this fight. Paul Felder about to interview Yair Rodriguez. I'm going to kick up the volume, but not for very long, because like I said, I don't want my video to get pulled.
Yair, you might have not only been in the fight of the year right there, but with the finish of the year.
Yeah.
Finish of the year. Come from behind.
And you headbutted and you replayed. It was one of the most
Kobe and
perfectly timed elbows
PJ.
I've ever seen. After that,
Look at that.
man, I know you're
Oh, sorry.
exhausted. How are you feeling right now? Like shit. I don't think.
Yair Rodriguez saying he feels like shit when Paul Felder asked him how he feels. Look at that upward elbow. Straight to the jaw without even looking.
To Cowboy Cerrone to open the doors of his house to finish up my training camp there.
Yair Rodriguez stayed with Cowboy Cerrone at the end of his camp. Beautiful. I love it. Thanking Donald Cerrone right now for opening up his doors to his home so he could stay there.
Yair, obviously.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Your feet, you were throwing
His
off.
feet.
How early in the fight did
Okay.
you hurt your foot that bad?
He's limping.
First round. Was it?
First round. he says.
Wow.
First
You hurt his
round.
foot when I read the first round?
Yeah, broken foot.
And he kept on going.
I saw that. I saw you land that. And I thought
That was beautiful.
Fighters
You
don't
fought
quit.
through. But listen, amazing fight. 5 rounds, you got that finished. Is there anybody out there at 145 that you're thinking of the top of your head that you want next? When
So
you
that's
heal
why
up,
they have to
We'll see what he
put him
calls
up.
out.
I'm just thinking whoever Sean Shelby and White are thinking whoever they want to give me next. I don't care. As I said before, I know the top
Zabit. I want to see him fight Zabit. That was one hell of a fight, man.
How do you break his leg? How do you break most
See
of
his
his
family.
feet?
Throwing those kicks, man. Bones break. You want to talk about broken his hand? 3 times.
How is it still moving?
Look at broken foot.
What hurts more,
Shout out
breaking
to
a
Mexico.
hand or a foot?
I don't know. If you ever break both, let me know one day. Probably a
How bad
foot,
does
I would think.
WWE hurt you?
All right, folks.
Painful.
That's it. That's the end of the Fox Sports 1 Fight Night. That's it for our family. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments, all the likes. Beautiful people. I got way more views on the last one. I really appreciate that. We're going to keep them coming. Y'allthebomb.com. My wife is thebombshell.com.
Our beautiful teeth girl.
My other son, shout out to him, was sleeping in the next room.
He's
We're
always
out.
sleeping whenever
I'll
we're
see you
here.
next time. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Hit the like button.
And see all
Hit
that
that bell. Ding, ding. And we out.